Hello, I want to welcome you back to a new edition of TSD Television. I am Burnell Smith, the president and publisher of the New Tri-State Defender, and of course, we're here on TSD Television, and we have another incredible guest with us today. And this gentleman is a minister, a dynamic speaker, an organizer, Minister Ishmael R. Muhammad. Welcome to TSD Television.
Thank you, Brother Burnell.
Well, I have a great bio here that talks all about your history and the work that you've done, but I would like you to give our viewers, tell our viewers just in your own words, a little bit about you, the man, the minister, and your work.
Thank you. Again, thank you for the honor and the privilege of having me on your show. I'm very blessed and fortunate to be one of the sons of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and I'm very blessed and fortunate to have been given the privilege through his national representative, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, to serve as his national assistant minister. I am deeply humbled not only to come from the loins of such a great man, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, but to be able to find my place and what I believe my purpose in life, which is to help in the rise of our people, to serve the black man and woman of America, black people around this planet, and to help in the improvement of the human condition. And I have been blessed to find Minister Farrakhan and to be with him. Of course, I've known him since I was a young boy, but he has been able to help me to find that purpose in life and to serve our people. So I'm just humbled, I'm blessed, I'm fortunate, I'm grateful. I thank God, and I hope I can be a great servant of God in this great work.
Awesome. And that is a great and fitting way to start this interview. And along those lines, I got questions here, but that just brought me to one particular question, which is, I've seen references to you being considered a likely successor to Minister Farrakhan. What are your thoughts about that? What can you share with us about such a possibility?
Well, all I can say is God knows best. None of us can know what tomorrow may bring. A successor is a big title. I don't see myself in that, because successor means one who succeeds another, who has died or passed away. And I don't see death in the near future for Minister Louis Farrakhan. And I am just happy, humbled, honored to just be able to serve. Surely Allah, God, knows best who He will anoint and appoint at that point in time. But I am just comfortable where I am, serving, and whatever my beloved minister would have me to do, I'm comfortable. I have no personal aspirations or desire to sit in that seat. That is a sacred seat, and the man who is sitting in that seat has earned that right, because the Honorable Elijah Muhammad made him to sit in that seat. So we don't waste time in thinking on who, what person, whether it's me or someone else, that will succeed. If you use that terminology, the minister. But at some point in time, we know that death will take all of us. But thanks be to God, Minister Farrakhan is still alive. He's strong, and we have the blessing of having him in 2015.
Right.
And I believe that God is going to grant him long, long life.
That is tremendous. And speaking of 2015, we're now in the year of the 20th anniversary since the Million Man March took place in 1995, and it's amazing how fast that 20 years has come. And of course, as I read of your bio, you were instrumental in being organizing and helping that to come to fruition. And amazingly, amongst the participants, and that was our own President Barack Obama, and which speaks to the impact of the Million Man March. But reflecting on that time, and your thoughts, what were the major impacts of the march and the lessons garnered for not only the Nation of Islam, but for the country?
Well, that day was unlike any other day that we ever witnessed in this country. It was the greatest demonstration in the history of America and perhaps in the history of the world, because we never find in the pages of history where 1 million men were gathered and called by one man, not for war, but to atone to God. We do read of in the Bible where the people of Nineveh came out in sackcloth and ashes at the preaching of Jonah, but never in the history has 1 million men been called to atone, to reconcile, and accept responsibility. So the impact of that call, because one man called on his brothers to present themselves as a reasonable sacrifice before God and before the nation that has oppressed us in view of the world. And we didn't go 20 years ago, Brother Vernell, to the government of the United States of America to demand jobs or justice.
Right.
We went there to make a demand of ourselves and to accept the responsibility for the change that we desire. And we went there as Christian and Muslim, nationalists, Hebrew. We went there as Bloods and Crips and Disciples and Vice Lords. We went there with all kind of labels. But guess what? On that day, I saw that you are my brother, blood of my blood and flesh of my flesh and bone of my bone. So we saw a sea of men out there that were all united by this great call that their brother had made. And the whole world saw a vastly different picture than the negative images that had been portrayed of the black male in America. What did it show us? And how should that inspire us today with the murder, with the violence, with the continued division among us as a people? That if we come together on the principles of atonement, then if we stood there that day 20 years ago for 14 hours and it was peace, love of brotherhood, can't we do that for 24, 48, 72 hours? Can't every day in black life in America, how do we make black life matter? By doing what it is that we're supposed to do by each other and by our Creator, and we can produce the peace in the streets, in the community, and we will have a Million Man March atmosphere and climate every day.
Well, that is a great point for us to pause. We're going to end this particular segment of TSD Television, and then we're going to come back. I am so now enthusiastic about the continued conversation that we're going to have. So we're going to pause here and come back. Thank you, audience. Stay with us. Stay tuned to TSD Television. The minister is with us. Thank you.
L3 Media is the Mid-South's premier videography and photography company, specializing in capturing all of life's greatest moments. Whenever you need talented and professional service for your events or business, L3 Media is the company for you. You can contact us at all of our social media sites. You can like us on Facebook, check out our website, follow us on Twitter, or always feel free to email us. We are L3 Media. Give us a call today